Hey, it's Alexis. The day that this is posted and that you're watching this, it's gonna be my birthday. Yay, I'm so excited. This is a few days before my birthday, so I'm gonna make this a let's spend the weekend with me birthday edition. So we're gonna be doing some bookish things and a few non-bookish things. Don't know exactly everything we're gonna get up to yet, but I do know that first on the list is going to be going to Little Free Libraries. So let's go to the first Little Free Library. Okay, we're at the first Little Free Library, and I'm gonna put a couple bookmarks and Anne of Green Gables, Dead Girls Can't Tell Secrets, and An Honest Lie. Let's go see what else we can find. This one's like really cool looking. I'm gonna put this one down here. Okay. Always James Patterson, every time. She's in these a lot. They have a lot of David. I'm not seeing anything in here that I'm wanting, so I'm just gonna leave those here. And on to the next. Okay, so this next one that we're at, I think is really cool. It's Dr. Seuss themed, and one side is for children and one side is for adults. But we're gonna be putting in Before You Go, The Hating Game, and Bad Luck Bridesmaid. Let's go. This is the kids' side. There's a lot of books in here. Oh, it's by the same author as 50 Shades of Grey. That scares me. Well, I'm not seeing anything, so I'm going to put in this little bookmark. And so this is Christmas and All I Want for Christmas. Let's go. Look at the little paw prints. I did not put this one in here, but this is one that I'm putting in a Little Free Library. I don't think I brought it with me today though. That's so funny. Alright. And the bookmark. What's this one? Oprah's Book Club. Oh wait, this is that movie about the person that has a baby in Walmart. I used to watch that when I was younger. Should I get the book? I'll get it. And if I don't end up reading it, I'll put it in another Little Free Library. So I'm gonna put in Everything by Nicola Yoon, or Nicola Yoon. I don't know how to say her name. I think it's Nicola. And then Normal People by Sally Rooney. And a book, or 2 bookmarks apparently. I thought I only grabbed 1, but we'll do 2. Shut up. Shut up right now. It's the Inheritance Games and the Hawthorne Legacy. And paperback. Shut up.
Well, somebody has good taste, I hear.
Shut up. Have I already read these? Yes. But I love them. What's this one? Okay, this one actually sounds hilarious. Okay, so we're gonna get the Jet Setters. Never heard of it before, but it sounds funny. And the paperback of the Inheritance Games and the Hawthorne Legacy, because why? How are these in here? And they're in like great condition.
Well, don't you already have them?
And hardcover. It's my favorite series. I'm gonna get the paperbacks too. Why not get them for free?
Yeah, I forgot that we're not at the store.
Okay, so I just got this from another little free library, but then I realized that there's like some stains on it, and I don't know what it is, and I'm scared to touch it. Like, it almost looks like it could be blood or something. I don't know. I'm gonna put it back in another little free library and try to find this book somewhere else, because it does sound really interesting. And then I'm also going to put in Until Friday Night by Abby Glines. I always forget how to say her name. And then First Down by Grace Riley, because I figured 2 sports romances could go together. Why not? So, let's go. Wow. Actually, this one is like a young adult one, so it's gonna go down here. Oh. Oh, look, they have more bookmarks. Let's see. Are there any of these that I like? She's like stranded, but she's got her iPad or Kindle, so it says at least you've got a book handy. That's funny. So this one, they said this row is for little kids, this one is young adults or teens, and this one is adults. I didn't find anything that I wanted, so let's go to the next one. So we came here because of this little free library, and then we saw their yard, and it says that they were the winner of the overall best theme for Halloween decorations, and it's kind of interesting. Okay, so I'm gonna put in 2 bookmarks. The Only Purple House in Town, Aragon, and One Day.
You can fit a good amount, maybe.
Well, if we put them in the back, but I want people to be able to see them. None of that looks intriguing to me, so just gonna drop ours off and go to the next one. So these are the last three. There's Summer Romance, As Old as Time, and Reflection. And we have two more libraries. So we're gonna walk up there with all these and see which ones fit better in the library, and then take the rest of them to the other library. So looks like a lot of kids' books. So I think I'm gonna pick these since they're YA. On to the last one. Alright, we're at the last one. So it's time to put Summer Romance and this bookmark. That's nice.
Nice touch.
Thanks.
And here's the library we just came from. And down there is where we were just at. It's right there on the corner.
All those books looked like they'd been in there a while, and they were kind of sun damaged. I don't know if you noticed that. Yeah, that's all the books that I'm going to be putting in Little Free Libraries today. So I've got 3 books that I got from Little Free Libraries today. So first we have Where the Heart Is by Billy Letts. And I watched this movie quite a few times when I was younger, so I'm excited to read the book. And then I also found the paperback versions of The Inheritance Games and The Hawthorne Legacy by Jennifer Lynn Barnes. And I'm really excited to add these to my collection. Now we're at Michael's. I want to look at markers and stuff for my book journal, but there's probably other stuff in here that I'll either find or that we'll look at instead. Okay, now we're at Goodwill. Mainly books is what I'm looking for. This place we've been a couple times, and they have like a little library type room, and it's usually got some pretty good stuff in it. So let's see if we can find some videos today. So as you saw earlier in the video, I went to Best Buy and we got Super Mario Party Jamboree. And now my husband and I are going to play it. And I thought I would record a little bit of it. And if you guys end up liking this, let me know and I can make more video game videos or something.
May the best Mario Party player win.
Yeah, let's do this. Okay, let the party commence. Mini game. 4-player minigame. Oh no.
This camera angle makes it kind of difficult.
This is terrible. Holy moly. No, 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 no. 37. Look at me.
Wow.
If you didn't have a star already, I would have been first.
That's alright.
Maybe for you it's alright.
Triple dice. What are you gonna do with that?
It's 20 away from the star.
1. Okay, 2. Okay, 3. Okay, so triple dice and you move single digits. You suck. You suck at being lucky.
I'm so happy.
3.
You have Daisy?
Hey, yo, that's good. Give me 2 coins.
Take these 5 coins as a gift.
Yeah, 5 coins as a gift. We'll win the next game.
And then we have to play a mini game to determine who wins her as a buddy.
Oh, I got here first though.
That's why you get an advantage on the mini game because you got there first.
Man, what's my advantage? Oh, I get 3 medals. Nice. It landed on me. Let's go. Round 2?
So it's day 2 of doing things for my birthday, and the first thing that we're going to do today is go to Half Price Books. I do have a few things that I'm like kind of looking for, but it's more of a let's see what we can find type vibe. So let's go see what we find. Have some fun.
Hey, we have an order for Alexis. Cool, thanks.
Okay, so now it's time for the fun part of this video, the haul of things that I got this weekend for my birthday. You probably can't see this from all the way back here, but my husband updated this countdown because it's 2 days until my birthday when I'm recording this. It should be my birthday when I post this, so that's fine. I'm gonna try to remember the order that I did things in and show you the stuff in that order, but if I mess it up, my apologies. So the first thing that we did for this weekend was go to Little Free Libraries, and the first book I got was Where the Heart Is by Billy Lutz. I watched this movie a lot when I was a kid, not gonna lie. It was on all the time in my house, and I really, really enjoyed it. I thought the concept was really cool. If you've never watched the movie or read this book, it's about the 17-year-old named Novalee who is pregnant and ends up getting abandoned at a Walmart and gives birth to her child there. When I was younger, I watched this movie a lot, like I said. I always thought that it was a really cool concept, and I was always like, wouldn't it be cool to have a baby at Disney or have a baby at Target or have a baby here? Because in this, I don't know about the book, but in the movie they would refer to the baby as the Walmart baby. For a while, like when I was younger, I thought that would be really cool, but now as an adult, I'm like, I don't know if I want to be considered as that for the rest of my life. But I don't know, maybe it would be cool. But This is the first book I picked up at the local library. And then I picked up The Inheritance Games and The Hawthorne Legacy by Jennifer Lynn Barnes. I have read this series already. It's my absolute favorite. So when I saw the paperbacks there in really good condition, I picked them up. Yeah, maybe I shouldn't have done that. Maybe I should have left them for someone else, but I was going to buy them anyway, so why not get them for free when they're there? So if you haven't read the series, first of all, highly recommend that you do it. It's about this girl named Avery Kylie Grahams. She goes to school and one day gets called down to the office basically, and they were like, hey, this guy's here to talk to you. You need to come talk to him. And it ended up being Grayson Hawthorne saying, this is for you. It's a letter, and it was saying that she was now the sole inheritor of all this money from this man that died that she's never even met before. But the catch was she had to like live in his house for a year with his family. But his family basically hates her because she's getting all this money and like doesn't even know the guy. They don't know her. It's a lot. But this book ended up being really, 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 really good. And it's just a bunch of puzzles and riddles and stuff. And I thought it was so much fun. And then, honestly, in my opinion, this is the second book in the series. And I think it was better than the first one. But I also absolutely loved the first one. But I think this one was better. And then there's 2 more in the series, I think. And then she just came out with a spin-off series based on the same characters. So if you like really, really enjoyed the first one, I would highly recommend continuing the series because it's just so good. I know some people say that after the third one that the quality went down, but I don't think so. I think that other people went into the series, well, not the series, but okay, so the 4th book is called The Brothers Hawthorne. I feel like everyone went in as with this expectation of it being about all 4 brothers, when in reality it's just about the main 2, Grayson and Jameson. But since I read it after it came out, like, I don't know, probably like 3 or so months after it came out, I had already heard other people explaining like what it was about. So I went into it with a different expectation than everybody else, and I absolutely loved it. So I guess it depends on what expectation you're going into this with, but I would say give these a chance anyway, because they're really good. So that's all I got at the Little Free Libraries. Next we went to Michael's. So first my husband saw this sign and he thought it was cute, so he bought it. And then I was doing a book journal this year, but I don't like the way that it turned out. So I wanted to buy some products and stuff to try for a better journal next year. But then I couldn't find any stencils. Like, I have some stencils, but I couldn't find better ones. So I'm probably just going to use the same stencils I have. But I did find some stamps. So I ended up getting these alphabet stamps on clearance. And I also ended up finding this stamp. My husband said it looks like it's from like dictionary. I don't know. I just thought it was cool words that would look good like on like the title page or whatever of the journal. So we got that. And then we got some more letter stamps. The capital letters and the lowercase letters. Then they were having a sale on the ink pads. Is that what they're called? Yeah, ink pads. So I got 4 of them because it was buy one, get one 50% off. So I got a teal color, red, green, and purple. And I might go back sometime soon and get some other colors. But figured this would be good to start off with, because I don't have any ink or any stamps. And then I used to want to be a photographer, and I love my camera. I love taking pictures of people. And I saw these stickers, photography stickers. So I bought them because I thought they were really cute. And last thing I got at Michael's was a journal for next year. And I might start this soon, just to get set up. Because it took me until like March to start this year, so I might start this early. That's everything I got at Michael's. So after Michael's, we went to Best Buy, and I ended up buying Super Mario Party Jamboree, which you would have seen me play earlier in the video. I didn't know this game was coming out. So last year, when it was Super Mario Party Superstars, I think is what it's called. When that one came out, I was like so excited for it and I was ready for it. I didn't know this one was coming out. I got on YouTube the other day and saw Abdel Smash. I'll put him right here. I saw Abdel Smash playing this game and I was like, I need that. So then it became what I wanted to buy for my birthday. So I got it. It's a lot of fun. If you like Mario Party, I would recommend getting this one. Then we went to Goodwill and I got 3 books. I got Ready Player 2 by Ernest Cline. I own Ready Player 1 and my husband owns it. I don't. But figured this would be fun for us to read after we finish the first one. Might as well get the second one. And it was in really good condition for $2.49, so I couldn't pass it up. Then I picked up Heart and Soul by Jen Frederick. This one was $4.49. This one says, as a Korean adoptee, Hera Wilson doesn't need anyone telling her she looks different from her white parents. She knows. Every time Hara looks in the mirror, she's reminded that she doesn't look like anyone else in her family. Not her loving mother Ellen, not her jerk of a father Pat, and certainly not Pat's new wife and new real son. At the age of 25, she thought she had come to terms with it all. But when her father suddenly dies, an offhand comment at his funeral triggers an identity crisis that has her running off to Seoul in search of her roots. What Hara finds there has all the makings of a classic K-drama. A tall, mysterious stranger who greets her at the airport, spontaneous adventures across the city, and a mess of familiar ties, along with a red string of destiny that winds its way around her heart and soul. Hara goes to Korea looking for answers, but what she gets instead is love, a forbidden love that will either welcome Hara home or destroy her chance of finding one. So I just thought that sounded good. Never heard of it before, but I thought the cover was really cute, and I thought it sounded good, so I picked it up. And then the last one that I got at Goodwill, this one was also $4.49. I picked up The Perfect Couple by Ellen Hildebrand. Again, this one is in like really, really good condition. But I've been hearing amazing things about this, and I know it's like a TV series or a movie or something, so I'm gonna read this and then watch it. But if you don't know what it's about, it says, it's Nantucket wedding season, also known as summer. The sight of a bride racing down Main Street is as common as the sun setting at Mattucket Beach. I don't know. The Otis Winberry wedding promises to be an event to remember. The groom's wealthy parents have spread no expense to host a lavish ceremony at their oceanfront estate. But it's going to be memorable for all the wrong reasons. After tragedy strikes, the maid of honor is discovered dead in Nantucket Harbor just hours before the ceremony, and everyone in the wedding party is suddenly a suspect. Sounds very, very intriguing, and I'm excited. And then today, the first thing that we did was go to Half Price Books. And I got quite a bit. I got, I think, 12 books for less than $100. So if you have a Half Price Books near you, I would recommend going. Yeah, most of it's used books, but some of them are in really good condition. So let's go through these real quick. So the first 3 that I got are 3 more books in the Click series because I'm trying to collect all those from my childhood. So I picked up These Boots Are Made for Stalking, P.S. I Loathe You, and Boys R Us, all by Lissy Harrison. Like I said, to complete that series that I'm trying to get all of. Then the next one that I picked up was Two Wrongs Make a Right by Chloe Leese. If I said your name wrong, I'm sorry. It says, Jamie and Bee have nothing in common except a meat disaster and the mutual understanding that they couldn't be more wrong for each other. But when the people closest to them play Cupid and trick them into going on a date, the pair realize they have something else in common after all, an undeniable need for revenge. And that just sounds really good, and I've also heard really good things about this, so I'm excited for this one. Next, I picked up The Grace Year by Kim Liggett. I've heard mixed reviews on this one, but I wanted to give it a shot for myself. It says, no one speaks of the Grace Year. It's forbidden. In Garner County, girls are banished for their 16th year to release their magic into the wild so they can return purified and ready for marriage. But not all of them will make it home alive. That's kind of creepy, if you ask me. But also sounds intriguing, so I'm going to give it a shot. And then I picked up The Makeup Test by Jenny L. Howe. I've never seen or heard anybody read this book. But every time I go to the store, I pick it up and look at it. I don't know why. Something is like calling to me to read this. So when I saw it at Half Price Books today for $7.99, I went ahead and picked it up. It says, Allison Avery loves to win. After acing every academic challenge she's come up against, she's finally been accepted into her dream PhD program at Claymore University, studying medieval literature under professors she's admired for years. First of all, medieval literature sounds awesome. If you know of any, let me know because I want to read some. That sounds so cool. Anyway, sure, grad school isn't easy. The classes are intense, her best friend is drifting away, and her students would rather pull all-nighters than discuss The Knight's Tale. But she's got this. Until she discovers her ex-boyfriend has also been accepted. Colin Benjamin might be the only person who loves winning more than Allison does. And when they're both assigned to a TA for the same professor, the game is on. That sounds so awesome. Like, I'm excited for this one. Maybe, okay, I'm gonna be honest, I've been drawn to this like so many times at the bookstore, but I've never like really read the back what it was about until today, and like makes me so excited to read this. So maybe my mind knew already what it was about or knew that I would just like it, and that's why I've been drawn to it. I don't know, but I'm excited that I finally picked it up. Then the next one I picked up, never in my life have I heard of this one. I just loved the cover, but it's called The Bookshop of Second Chances by Jackie Fraser. Look how cute this is. Anyway, it says that it's this author's debut novel, so I'm really excited to give this one a chance. But it says, Thea Mottram is having a bad month. She's been let go from her office job with no notice, and to make matters even worse, her husband of nearly 20 years has decided to leave her for one of her friends. That is really shady. Bewildered and completely lost, Thea doesn't know what to do. But when she learns that a distant great uncle in Scotland has passed away, leaving her his home and a hefty antique book collection, she decides to leave for a few weeks. Escaping to a small coastal town while no one knows her seems to be exactly what she needs. So this sounds like a really cozy kind of book. So I'm excited for that one. The next book that I picked up, my husband and I were both looking at it, and so we decided that we're going to buy it and like either read it at the same time or like together or take turns reading it. So we picked up The Making of Another Major Motion Picture Masterpiece by Tom Hanks. We picked this book up because, well, we both really like Tom Hanks, but mainly, at first my husband thought it was a memoir, and then I read the back of it, and it's not. So this is about, I don't really know exactly. I think it's so like when I was reading the back I got confused. That's why I said I don't really know. It's about like all of the people that you need to make a movie, and I guess it's just like a fictionalized version of making a movie. That's what I got from this. It sounds good. It's really long, so I'm nervous about it, but it does sound good. Then the next two that I picked up are because of Haley Pham. I picked up Don't You Forget About Me and Mad About You, both by Mary McFarland, which is one of her new favorite authors, so I wanted to give her a chance, and these were the two that I found at Half Price Books today, so I picked them up. I don't know what either of them are about, so maybe we should read those real quick. Don't You Forget About Me says, if there's anything worse than being fired from the lousiest restaurant in town, it's coming home early to find your boyfriend in bed with someone else. Okay. Reeling from the humiliation of a double dumping in one day, Georgina takes the next job that comes her way. Bartender in a newly opened pub. There's only one problem. The pub is run by a guy she fell in love with years ago. And make that two problems. He doesn't remember her at all. But she has some fabulous friends and her signature hot pink fur coat. What more could a girl really need? Okay, I'm like so intrigued now. I did not know that that was gonna be that crazy in like the first sentence on the back of the book. Oh my god. Okay, that might be moving up on my read immediately list. And then we have Mad About You. This one says, Harriet Hatley is the most in-demand wedding photographer in town, but she doesn't believe in romance, loathes the idea of marriage, and thinks chocolate fountains are an abomination. I wouldn't go as far as to say abomination, but I think they're kind of unsanitary. Which is why, when her longtime partner proposes, she panics. Because she doesn't want a chocolate fountain at her wedding? I'm confused. Anyway, suddenly Harriet is single and living down the hall from her ex. She needs a new apartment like yesterday. I could see that. Enter Cal Clark, a hopeless romantic who just experienced his own wedding-related disaster. Harriet and Cal are like chalk and cheese. Chalk and cheese. Okay. But as they go from strangers to roommates to friends, it becomes clear they're both running from something. When Harriet's most heavily guarded secret comes to light, her world implodes. And Cal, with his witty humor and gentle advice, is a surprising source of calm at the center of the storm. With her career, friendships, and reputation on the line, Harriet must finally face her past in order to take control of her future. Because if she's willing to stop playing it safe and risk everything to share her truth, real love and happiness may be waiting on the other side. Okay, that one sounds really good too. Not as good as the first one I showed you, but really good. I'm having a feeling that this author and me are going to be, she's going to be my new favorite. That's what I'm trying to say. Next, I picked up To Kill a Kingdom by Alexandra Christo. This is like a Little Mermaid retelling, is the vibes I'm getting. But it says, Princess Lyra is siren royalty and the most lethal of them all. With the hearts of 17 princes in her collection, she is revered across the sea, until a twist of fate forces her to kill one of her own. To punish her daughter, the Sea Queen transforms Lyra into the one thing sirens loathe most, a human. So that one sounds kind of interesting. The last book that I picked up at Half Price Books was You Again by Kate Goldbeck. And this just screams fall to me. I've been seeing a lot of people read this lately, and it sounds really good. So it says, when Ari and Josh first meet, the wrong kind of sparks fly. They hate each other, instantly. A free-spirited, struggling comedian, Ari likes to keep things casual and never sleeps over after hooking up. Josh, a born and bred New Yorker, has ambitious plans to take the culinary world by storm and find the one. They have absolutely nothing in common, except that they happen to be sleeping with the same woman. Yes, please. Is it the last thing that I got? Or last thing... What am I trying to say? The last thing that we did in this video, there we go, was go to Barnes & Noble. Because, of course, you can't have a birthday shopping trip without Barnes & Noble. So the first thing that I picked up was this bookmark. Is this not so beautiful? So there's a stack of books. Even my husband said it was beautiful, and he doesn't say a lot of things are beautiful. So, like, I'm really excited about this bookmark. But the first book that I picked up was Before the Coffee Gets Cold. And I'm not even going to try to say your name because I'm going to butcher it. This book sounds really, really good. I've seen a few people read it recently, and I'm excited to try it. It says that it's 4 different stories in here, basically. And it's about this cafe where you can go to and time travel, like, back to the past. The only catch is that you have to make it back to the present before your coffee gets cold. Which sounds like a struggle to me, because doesn't coffee get cold really quickly? I mean, I don't drink coffee, so I don't know how fast it gets cold, but I feel like it would be pretty quick. The next book I picked up, never heard of it. It might be a new release. I don't know. Never heard of it, but I really liked the cover, so I picked it up. We have The 710 Split by Carmen Lee. My husband is a bowler, and I'm not huge into bowling, but when I saw this cover, I realized that there's not a lot of bowling books out there, so I picked it up. Let's give it a try. And it says, for teacher Ava Williams, some subjects are not up for debate, like history, specifically the one she has with Grace Jones, bowling pro and local celebrity, who is now, for no identifiable reason, teaching at the same small town, Georgia high school, as Ava. Once upon a time, they were thick as thieves, best friends, rivals who pushed each other, and total bowling nerds. Then they shared a kiss, sweet and confusing, and after that, they split, and nothing was ever the same. Ava's pretty sure she has every reason to hate Grace, especially when the school's soggy potato of a principal. Ava's pretty sure she has every reason to hate Grace, especially when the school's soggy potato of a principal announces, finally, that the students can have the bowling team Ava's been pushing for years, only to hand it to Grace. Now they're expected to be partners and lead the new bowling team to victory in 6 months. And with that, their rivalry is back. So this sounds really, really cute. The next 2 that I picked up, I've already read these. So thankfully, they're not being added to my TBR. That's never ending. But I picked up Better Than the Movies by Lynn Painter because it was just released the Barnes & Noble exclusive edition. And I love these pages. So I picked that one up. And then I also picked up Betting on You by Lynn Painter because this one also has new sprayed edges. So I just wanted those to display on my bookshelf whenever I get a new one. The next one I picked up was The Champions by Kara Thomas. This one, I'm assuming, is like the sequel to The Cheerleaders by this author. It's like set in the same town. I don't know if it's a sequel or not, but it says 11 years ago the cheerleaders put Sunnybrook on the map. 5 girls murdered. That's in the past though. These days the locals are most interested in the Tigers, the high school's championship winning football team. So, sounds like the other one was about the cheerleaders and this one's about the football players. I don't know if they're connected or not, but sounds interesting. Then I saw Haley Pham reading this book in one of her previous videos, and it sounded really good to me. So I picked up The Littlest Paris Bookshop by Nina George. It's about this guy who has a floating bookstore, and he prescribes novels for the hardships of life, using his feel for the exact book a reader needs. He mends broken hearts and souls. The only person he can't seem to heal is himself. He's still haunted by heartbreak after his great love disappeared. She left him with only a letter that he's never even opened. And it just sounds so, what's the word? Calming, I guess? Sounds just like a nice, relaxing book. I don't know. Then the last book that I bought at Barnes & Noble was Pumpkin Spice and Everything Nice by Katie, I don't know how to say your last name. It says, Lucy Kane hates pumpkin spice lattes. I don't like coffee, but I also hate pumpkin spice lattes. Like, I don't like coffee at all, but I don't really like the smell of pumpkin spice anything, so I don't think I would like the taste of it. But anyway, Lucy Kane hates pumpkin spice lattes, which is a problem because A, Lucy lives in the quaint New England town of Briar Glen where everyone loves all things autumn, and B, she's a barista at her mom's coffee shop, Cup o' Joe. As the first fall leaves descend upon Briar Glen, Lucy and her mom gear up for a busy season. But then Java Junction, a multinational coffee chain, opens up a store literally across the street, home of the world-famous pumpkin spice latte. To make matters worse, it turns out that Jack Harper, the new kid in school and Lucy's secret crush, is the son of the owners. Talk about mixing business with pleasure. If Cup o' Joe wants to survive the competition from Java Junction, Lucy will have to set aside her feelings for the popular drink and Jack to make this the coziest, pumpkin spiciest season ever. And this was on the table with young adult books. I don't know if it's pumpkin spice. It is pumpkin spice. Wow. I don't know if this is a young adult book or an adult book, but the line with the pumpkin spiciest season ever gives me weird vibes. I don't know. But I'm going to give it a chance. I feel like I'm slightly aging out of young adult, at least romances. Probably not thrillers and stuff because, like I said, I'm a big baby when it comes to those. So I might be able to handle the young adult ones, but we're going to give this one a chance. See what happens. So yeah, that's everything that I ended up purchasing for my birthday. My husband is buying me a phone case. That's the last thing that still has to show up. But other than that, this is everything I've got for my birthday. Yeah, I hope that you guys had fun coming along with me. This was the first time that I've ever tried to do a vlog type thing. I don't know if I did any good at it, but I hope you still enjoyed it. And if you did, let me know so that I can make another one, possibly. But yeah, thank you so much for watching, and I hope you have a great rest of your day.